Hello, guys. It was a perfect, crazy ending to a crazy day. I'm laughing. Danny will be here in a minute. We just heard the awfulest racket. It sounded like the whole end of our house back here was falling apart. And so I'm going to let him explain what he found. We went outside, looked, and then I'm going, we've got to go live. It's 8 o'clock. And he just found what it was. Oh, hello, everybody.
Oh, hey, everybody. Just had my dadgum heart jump through my throat.
The one thing that I just really told him today has got to go. It's really got to go now.
Honest to God, it sounded like a tree fell on the house.
That's what it sounded like. And actually, it was a tree.
It was, yeah.
It was a hall tree. The thing you hang your coats and all this stuff on. We've been rearranging all day long, and I moved it out of the foyer into the spare bedroom or the office, and all of a sudden we were fixing to click on.
We were fixing to click and go live, and it sounds like a tree crashing down on one end of our house. And I jumped up. I was like, "What the heck is that?"
We went running. We've been running around outside.
Outside on the porch, looking on the roofs. Did a tree fall? What happened? And
I come and sat down and says, "Okay, I got to go live." And just as I was hitting the button, he hollered and said it was the hall tree fail.
Oh, man. What else is going to happen? You know what? I got some sweet potato stuff here I'm eating. I'm going to finish it after that.
Yeah. It was we've had a weird day all the way around.
Yeah.
It started out today. We went over on the back hill, and I do have a picture. We did a video on the sugar cane. Well, this is not on the back hill. This is in the
back behind
the house by the back to Eden garden. This is some of our sugar cane, but we went on the hill and did a video and come back through here. So that's what the cane is looking like behind the house.
That's what kind of sugar cane we have this year.
It's looking awesome. And when we got back to the house, Daddy's working on the
pantry cabinet
that we're working on. This is what it looked like.
This is what our dining room used to look like.
It don't look like that anymore.
Nope.
And let's see, Danny was doing some wiring here on some of the shelves that he's been building. And for the wiring and all the stuff, this is some of the tools he had in the house. And that was just one side of them. He had more of where he was congregated.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of tools. But anyway, that was just part of our day. We got started with that. And I was folding clothes and all this. I got the bedroom cleaned and was working on, I don't remember now. Got in the kitchen, got the kitchen clean. And Heidi Laurie was supposed to come and help with canning carrots.
No, not carrots.
Potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. Yeah. We're going to do Irish potatoes today. And so I was trying to get the kitchen clean, the clothes done, and all this stuff done. And Danny was working on the cabinet, and he went out. It was getting lunchtime.
So I actually had finished doing the electrical part of it.
Yeah.
I had my arms full of tools, extension cords, and all this kind of stuff. Walk out the door. I got my tractor parked on the carport because we brought the cabinet out of the shop to the house with the forks on the tractor. And out from behind the tractor jumps a snake. And my arm literally jumps at me and scared me so bad I like to had 3 youngins in the process. And I just I didn't know what to do with all the tools. I wasn't gonna run. So I just turned around and went back and I set him on the garbage can and went and got a shovel and come back and killed him. After he done struck at me again.
Yeah, you said he struck a couple of times.
He struck at me twice.
And he comes in, this snake is the one that jumped at him.
Yeah, he's about a little over 5 feet long. And I know I don't care. He's probably a good snake and I don't really care, but
He shouldn't have jumped at Danny. That's the bottom line.
He scared me.
And
and when you scare me, you're gonna have to pay a penalty. I don't know. It's gonna be a bad one usually.
And I was getting ready to do lunch, and he came in and says, "Hey," he said, there was a snake out here, and he said, I just killed it, but it was on the carport. So I took off outside to see what was going on. And when I saw where it was at, I said, there was some leaves there. And I said, these leaves need to go. So I got a broom and started sweeping the leaves and stuff like that. In the meantime, Brian Laurie comes up on his tractor, and we get to talking. And I know, what, 5-10 minutes passed?
Probably about a good 5 or 10 minutes
At least 5 minutes. And I kept hearing something, but I thought it was Brian's tractor making a racket, because these tractors with the backup noise, only come to find out Brian's tractor don't make backup noise.
No.
And Brian goes, what is that noise? And I said, I thought it was your tractor. He said, no, it's not my tractor. I come inside and I almost burn our house down. I had left a pot of oil on the stove.
Lard.
It was lard. And
pure, real lard.
Yeah. And it catches on fire. And it obviously had caught on fire, but it was only 2 little spoonfuls. So the 2 spoonfuls must have caught on fire and then went out, because it wasn't enough to catch the house on fire, but it could have. And my whole stove hood was smutted up. The back of the tile work was smutted up. When I came in, it wasn't on fire, thank goodness, or I'd probably had a heart attack myself. But it had done went out, but the pot was still on the stove, solid black. Oh, I have a picture of the black pot. I forgot I did do. That's how bad it looked when I got it off the stove, got the windows open and all that kind of junk. So Danny and I started out with a really crazy day. And I was like, so then Heidi came over after lunch, and we did 2 canners of sweet potatoes.
Irish potatoes.
Okay, I'm tired, y'all.
I'm going to have to keep her going
Irish
here,
potatoes. We did get it done just an hour before we went live. I had to clean the whole kitchen before Heidi got here, because
it was all smutted.
Everything was smutted. And I felt so bad, because if I'd burned our house down, I don't know what we would have done. We'd have slept in the cellar, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Rebecca says, how many lives do you have left?
Not many after
today.
Well, we were going live 2 minutes before 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 minutes before 8 o'clock, we were going to go live.
And that crash hit, and we both jumped out of our skin.
I thought a tree fell on the house.
I think we need to go to bed and wake up again.
I don't know, man. It scared the devil out of me. I was like, oh my God, not a tree, you know?
Well, to start with, we missed the truck wouldn't crank. The Dodge wouldn't crank, so he had to
boost
charge it up to get it off. I mean, everything. Danny's going, what else, you know?
It's like, what else is going to go wrong today? Well, we got weather moving in here from New Orleans up in our direction, so we may not be able to stay live tonight. I don't even know that either. So.
Yeah, it really scared me with the house burning thing. I'm like.
Brian and Heidi says, you can just live with us in a tiny house.
Y'all need 2 more people in that tiny
I
house.
can see you putting 2 more people in there, especially me.
Danny's legs would have to fold
I'd have to be a contortionist to lay in y'all's bed. Well, I probably wouldn't lay in the bed. They'd probably make me lay on the floor and step on
that way it is long enough.
It's long enough I could lay on the floor. Yeah, I could. Or sleep in the bathroom or something.
No, the bathroom's too small.
I could double up, crawl, whatever. But anyway, let me say this. We got the Laurie family on here, and some of y'all have been asking, where's the Laurie family? We haven't seen any videos. Well, guys, it's like this.
They've been working their butt off.
They've been working their tails off. I know today they were clearing some more land, cutting some trees down, getting ready to put a septic system in. But look, they've been shooting a lot of video. And I think here in the next couple of days, if everything goes right and they have time, that's going to be the big issue, is if they have time to actually edit anything. They're going to be putting up some videos.
Yeah, I think at least if it's not up tonight, it'll be up tomorrow sometime. They've got a video. They're going to kind of combine what they've been doing the last 3 weeks. Heidi is there permanently now.
Yeah.
And so there's all 4 of them in the tiny house. They're adding things. They're rearranging things. They just got a lot going on, and they've harvested things.
Oh, they've been harvesting lots. Plus, they just added another. Well, I ain't gonna give away their stuff. Hey.
No, don't give away their stuff. But they've been harvesting.
They've been harvesting some stuff. They've been canning.
They listen to Deep South every now and then.
Every now and then they take our advice.
Yeah. And they have had some good food over there.
They have had some fantastic luck with gardening.
Melissa wants to know, what are the temps in Mississippi? Here it is hot.
It is hot. It was hot today. It's going to be hot tomorrow. It's going to be hot for the next 7 days.
Yeah. We thought it was supposed to cool off, but the cool front stalled about.
It's right about 15 miles south of us here. The front stalled out, and it's just backing up as a warm front, pulling rain in here. It's going to pull rain in here tonight and tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to be about 89 to 90 with a heat index close to 100.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty hot, but we're okay. It'll cool off someday.
Okay.
Now,
Charlotte says they can put a 10-penny nail in the wall to hold you up.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's funny.
We're going to show the wall, the cannon wall. What are we calling it?
It's a canning pantry.
A canning pantry.
Yeah, for our canned goods.
We'll show it in a video this week. I didn't have time to get all my pictures up that I was thinking about. Kind of just forgot about all of them. What else did I have? I don't remember.
I don't know. You got 2 or 3 of them.
That's Titan was the only thing. That's it.
Okay.
But other than that, what else we got? Oh, the sugarcane video. Hopefully, will be on Monday.
Hopefully Monday we'll have that sugarcane video up.
And if all goes well, I will have sugarcane for sale on Etsy.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have it today, and it didn't happen.
It just didn't happen. So many other things went on today. But we will have sugarcane for sale here at Deep South Homestead very soon on Etsy. So keep your eyes open on deepsouthhomestead.etsy.com if you're interested in sugarcane to plant.
Yeah, Marshall Farm says they're up to 100 pints of canned oat.
Whoa!
We are up to 48. I know.
We're at 48, and I quit because I got to have seed.
Yeah, he's letting his go to seed.
I'm letting mine go to seed because lots of people have asked me about wanting some of the Star of David okra seeds because there's like, I don't know, it's like, what is it, 12, 15 feet tall now, something like that.
Yeah. So we should have okra seeds in the future. They gotta dry really well.
Yeah.
So probably about a month.
Yeah, probably about a month. Yeah.
And the Cherokee tan pumpkins are going to go up for sale. What, in the next couple of days? You think they're dry?
Probably so in the next couple of days. They'll be okay.
We don't have that many, so when they go up, they go up, and I've had quite a few people ask. So, but we do have more. And the Lorries are going to have some, and we've got a lot of people that are growing them. So maybe somebody somewhere will have some Cherokee tan pumpkin seeds that they are willing to.
Good night, S. Federley. Glad you dropped in for a moment.
A lot of them are saying there, and the ginger. Yes, I had ginger on Etsy. I don't know if there's still any up because I put.
We've got plenty if we need to sell some more.
Well, I'm fixing to dig some more, but I put some up today.
Okay.
And I think most of it's gone. I don't know if it's all gone. You can check the Etsy store, but I did put some ginger and turmeric up. I've got to dig more to see how much more I can possibly sell. How could you make granulated sugar? Do you dehydrate the syrup? Talking about cane syrup.
Just keep cooking it. I mean, to make granulated sugar, basically, that's one of the secrets to making syrup that you have to be careful about it because if you're not careful, it will turn to pure sugar. if you pick the ladle up and hold it up in the cold air and let the syrup just pour off the ladle back into the hot, as that syrup falls through the cold air, it crystallizes it. And that's basically in a sugar factory. That's what they do is they run the syrup off of a conveyor belt and let ice cold air blow through it. It actually puts sugar crystals in it. Is how it's actually done.
Hoot Owl Holler wants to know, do I have any new flavors of candy corn? No, I haven't
Nope.
even looked, and nobody sent me any, so I'm hanging. I do have a video, our pantry video that we're redoing is going to involve candy corn.
Angie, a little bit later on this fall, we will have syrup for sale. We were talking about the cane to plant, but we will have some syrup for sale if everything goes all right a little bit later in the fall.
Yeah. What's the best way to dry okra seeds off the stalk or leave them on?
Leave it on the stalk.
But the ants are getting them.
Well, the ants are getting ours too.
You pulled some.
If once you see the okra beginning to start cracking up the veins a little bit, just get it off.
Yeah,
it'll dry. It's already.
Yeah, if it starts splitting.
Will there be any hard copy Sweet Potato Manuals coming?
I can get some more. Yes, I just hadn't called and had any done because we just been busy.
We've been so busy we hadn't had a chance.
I knew they were out, but when I order, I don't order that many, and it costs us a good bit. So I'll try and get some. It might be a week or two, but I'll get some up.
Okay.
Do I blanch your fresh peas before freezing? Going to can them later? No. I just shell them out and freeze them.
Shell them and freeze them. Molly says, how can I order Cherokee tans? Deep South Homestead.etsy.com.
They're not up yet.
But they're not up yet, but check, because as soon as we put them up, they're usually gone, because we have people, I don't know if they have a
monitor
I don't know if they have a monitoring system or what, but we can put them up and within minutes they're gone.
Yeah. And Angie wants some syrup later.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Yeah, the Lori family's growing the Clemson spineless, and they're Heidi's about to get tired of picking it, I think, because it's just piling in on them.
They're eating okra almost every day.
Maria says, what do y'all do for date night? We sleep.
We don't have a date night.
We don't have a date night.
We never set up a date night. When we first got married, Danny and I spent every waking minute together, and we didn't really, neither one of us had a job because he had messed his back up, and I was going to college. And so we spent every night like a date night for over a year and a half. And so then when we started doing things, date night just didn't play into it. We'd kind of outgrown the date night, I guess.
Yeah. Wanda and I are never apart.
Yeah, and so I mean,
if we go to town, we go together. If we go anywhere, if we go to a friend's house, we go together.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, unless I run on a tractor or something. But I mean, and then sometimes she just rides with me on the tractor.
And so I don't know, our date night consists of just sitting here, just enjoying the quiet, peaceful, and not having to do anything. Occasionally, I'll talk him into us going somewhere, but we usually go during the day because we don't like to be gone at night.
Yeah, we don't drive around at night much.
Both of us, our eyes are not the best in the world with the night driving. And most people go eat out. Well, he can't eat out, so there's no point in us just going eating out, you know. And so I don't know. Mr. John, the dried ground nuts last year.
He said he had. I was looking up there. He got 7,500 chestnuts to be ground into flour. More to go.
I was going to do a video, and I'm going to get that done when we slow down a little. Mr. John sent me some chestnut flour, and I made cookies. He sent a recipe, and it's real simple, like 3 or 4 ingredients. And I made those, and they're good, just a plain cookie.
Yeah.
Is a little bit gritty. So I was wondering about running it through the, what's that, Wonder Mill we have? And see if it would finen it up a little bit. That's not a word. Make it finer.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit better. Fining it up ain't it? I don't think that's actually a word.
But I made another cookie and I added cinnamon. I think I added peanut butter, cinnamon, and brown sugar and all to the recipe that he gave me. And it tasted more like a graham cracker when I got through. And so the chestnut flour is going to be a really good way if you guys have chestnuts and you've never used them for flour or anything.
Yeah.
You might ask Mr. John, but I think he's dehydrating them, and then you may have to boil them too. I'm not sure. Are they like a?
They're not as bad as the others, I don't think.
Because you can eat those.
Yeah, because
So,
you have chestnuts roasting by an open fire.
well, you could roast them by an open fire and grind them.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do that.
Yeah. Have you set the exact date for the gathering?
March 9th.
March the 9th. Yes.
So everybody March the 9th. It's a Saturday. It will be at the fairgrounds again if nothing happens. Other than that, I'm not sure what we're doing. We hadn't really made plans. We were letting the Homesteaders of America is in 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So if you guys are planning on going, it's in Virginia. Y'all have fun, enjoy yourselves. Then we'll start planning the gathering after that. We just wanted to kind of let things like that get out of the way. We would want to jump the gun on any of that.
Let's see here. Barbara.
Some of them.
Barbara, we have the electric Wonder Mill, and we would sell it in a heartbeat if somebody wanted it. It's brand new. Been used, what, 3 times?
I think 3 times.
It's just not what we expected. So we are actually looking to get rid of it. If anybody ever wants an electric Wonder Mill, I mean, it works perfect. It's just not what we expected.
Yeah, it makes flour real well, but we
makes
wanted
the best flour. We wanted meal. We like cornmeal.
Yeah,
and grits.
And it doesn't do that. But we have a video coming up.
We do have a video coming up.
Thanks to Tanya, right?
Yep, thanks to Tanya.
She sent us the hand grind meal, and it's not as heavy as the big old thing that we have. And so we're going to use it. We planned on it this week, but it rained. So we will get it hooked up. Danny put it all together and things like that, but we have not ground cornmeal and grits, and I think it's going to do pretty good. It's going to do pretty good.
Who got a holler? Yes, the 1-year-old Cherokee Tan Pumpkin was still good. We have a video on that, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, Wanda actually cooked it, and we showed it, and we compared it to the Seminole.
Yes, we compared it with the Seminole.
Yeah.
Mr. John says he grinds them green, then he dries them in the Excalibur, and ground green, then dried in the Excalibur, then ground for flour as needed. So he's taking the green chestnuts and grinding them and then drying the ground and then making into a finer powder. Is what I'm guessing he's saying, right?
Yeah. Angie said, yeah, it doesn't work well with corn at all. She uses hers, said it works great with wheat berries. And it probably does. It's just that I have a gluten issue. And, yeah, I see it.
Doug and Stacy,
hello. I see it. Hello, Doug and Stacy. Back to eating. Yep, it's over.
Well, not quite.
No, we got a video coming up about it.
Not quite. No, we hadn't. Well, we hadn't done a video. You did a video saying it was over, but we haven't done nothing with it yet.
We're going to do a video on the remaining of the back to eating.
And the bomb is a good idea. I think we ought to just.
We ought to just blow it up. It ain't done no good no other way. So, yeah.
Well, it actually did. We had tomatoes.
We grew decent tomatoes, but who's going to stay on their knees out there? Well, the rattlesnake beans did okay till the root nematodes took them over.
But we're fixing to get rid of all that.
Yeah. Let's see. Meredith says my Bartlett pears are still green and hard. When should I pick them? When will they get ripe? Well, technically, I have a video up about picking pears, but technically
last year maybe.
I don't remember. We've only got like 1,500 of them. I usually if you mash around the little stem sticking out of the top of the pear, if you take your thumb and mash around it and it's soft a little bit, or it will give, take them off the tree and bring them inside, because pears need to ripen off the tree, not on the tree.
Okay. How would you start persimmon trees from seeds? I had a video gonna put up sometime this week where I'm actually eating a persimmon off the tree, and I intended to go get some. That's one of the things I was gonna do for us to eat persimmons, the wild ones.
Yeah.
Tommy Alderman ate one and it drew his mouth up.
Well, you eat it the wrong
He
time.
He ate the wrong one.
Eat the wrong one.
I picked a good ripe one the other day. They are so
They're
sweet.
so
But
sweet.
how would he start the trees from the seeds? Because you did that, right?
Yeah, you just plant them in the ground. I mean, or put them
you
in a
have
cup.
to get the slimy stuff off?
No. Just take the seed, put it in a cup, put the dirt in it, keep it damp. It'll grow.
It'll grow.
You can't stop them. Teresa said just bought her an Excalibur.
That they're probably the best.
That's the best. I mean, I saw a video the other day somebody had up about the best dehydrator for a homestead. That was not no.
Those little round ones.
The little round ones. Do not buy the little round ones. Just go ahead and get you an Excalibur. It's well worth the money.
Yes, because I have 2 round ones, and believe me, the Excalibur beats it 10-1. Very much well worth saving your money and getting one. Hey,
Yeah.
Swamp Pilot and Music Well, and I see people popping in all over the place. Albany Mountain.
Let's see. Brenda's here said, I know tractors is a sore point. That doesn't bother me. But this time, what brand would you suggest? You know what? I don't know that I would suggest anything at this point because everybody I know that has bought new tractors.
We're talking the newer ones.
The newer ones now, except for the Delane from Marshall Farms. And he don't use his as much as we use ours, I don't think, because we put about, I don't know, 20 hours or 30 hours a week on ours.
It was Danny Fox that ate the green persimmon. I said Tommy Alderman.
Okay, but anyway, the Kubota, if you want to put out the money, the Kubotas are good tractors, but I talked to a guy the other day, his Kubota stays broke down just like my LS does. So, I mean, but he uses his all the time. And the new computer systems in them, and the regen systems, that's where they're having problems. They're not having trouble with the motors or the transmissions or the rear ends or nothing like that.
The performance is awesome.
The performance of almost any of them is good, but it's the computer systems and the regen systems is where everybody's having problems at. So, I don't know that I would suggest any one tractor right now. If you want to buy an older model one, I'd buy a John Deere or a Massey Ferguson or something like that. But or even the older Kubotas are real good tractors. Something without a computer, because if my tractor keeps giving me trouble, I'm probably going to end up selling the doggone thing and finding an older tractor.
Rick and Alicia got to meet Eric from Life and Farmland today.
Oh, cool.
One day we're going to get to meet them in person, hopefully.
Yeah.
Does Danny have stomach issues? I have heard you talk twice where you don't go out. I have issues trying to figure out what I should start to eliminate first.
Yes, I do. Is that Rhonda?
Yes.
Yes, I do have lots of stomach issues. I have gluten. The biggest issue with me is when I eat the wrong thing, like something that has gluten in it, or even store-bought grains. I can eat my homegrown grains, but not store-bought. It begins to build gas up in my system, and for some unknown reason, my heart starts going out of rhythm, and that's something they said that the gas is pushing up inside my chest somehow or other, and actually causing my heart to go out of rhythm. They call it a vagal nerve or something like that. Said it's irritating the vagal nerve, and it's like all I know is my heart messes up.
All right. Any tips on taking rust off the outside of a wood-burning stove?
Yeah, you can use vinegar, but you better oil it pretty quick.
I used regular lard to oil ours.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, let me just be honest with you. Technically speaking, even if it's rusty, you can just start wiping it down. You can take a wire brush to it, wire brush it real good, and then just start wiping it down with a good lard. Now, not this. I guess you could use the store-bought stuff. It's got like 25.
I bought a thing of the store-bought stuff.
Yeah, it's like 25 chemicals in it, I think. But
it's not really lard. It's got more chemicals in it, but they do carry it, and it'll do the same.
It'll do the same thing. Just wipe it, just wire brush it down real good. And
But don't cake it on.
No.
Rub it in
Thin layers.
really thin layers. Rub it in really good. I did that to our other wood heater. The one we have now is not rusty.
It's not cast iron. It's just steel.
Oh, okay, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, I rubbed it into the other one.
Yeah, the cast iron one's
Meredith says she saw pumpkin spice candy corn today and thought of me. I do have the pumpkin spice. Somebody bought me the pumpkin spice.
Tanya says, "Well, almond trees grow in North Carolina." I imagine they would because chestnut trees grow up there, but an almond's a little bit more picky. So I know they grow in California. So I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe somebody who's on here that lives up in that area may know.
Alicia said Eric's wife is so sweet. Yes, she's the one that sent me. Yeah, Jenna. She sent me the candy corn plant, and I'm talking. It has grown like crazy, and it's got little. Looks like it's fixing to bud out. I'm just waiting for there to be candy corn all over it. And she said hers had almost died, so I'm not sure if hers is still alive. So
well, it's cold where she's at right now. It's been in the 30s and 40s.
Hers didn't grow like mine did.
No.
So I don't know.
Well, she ain't had 100-degree temperature like we've had.
Yeah.
Some
are telling to use steel wool.
Yeah, you use steel wool, wire brushes, just anything. Just clean it up good and just start oiling the fool out of it.
Yeah.
Angie says, I want pecan trees to grow here in Michigan. Now, they'll grow, but you just got to find the right variety.
Yeah. While I'm thinking of it, the winner on Crazy Days, I hit 4,000 subs today, and I did a video a couple of days ago, anticipating that, I guess.
Yeah.
And the winner over there of 1 essential oil and some herbs, which would be ginger and turmeric, and if we find something else around here, is D. Macumbe, MCCUMBEE. So if D is anywhere listening, let us know at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. If I don't hear from D within the next 24 hours, I will pick a second winner and I will be contacting them by email.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm trying to check on my list here.
Another thing this week, let's just go ahead. We were talking about fall stuff, and we were talking about what all's been going on around here. I think this past week we finished up our hay.
Yes. Oh, that was the picture on the, I don't think I put it here. I
didn't see it.
No. We ended up getting.
We went and bought six rolls of hay for the winter.
And then the ones that were on the back of the truck were
square bales. We went ahead and bought 4 square bales to keep the goats with some hay for a little while.
And then the barrel that's on the truck.
The barrel on the truck, we went and bought our cattle feed in the 55-gallon drums because we can buy it in bulk and we get it a lot cheaper that way. So.
Yeah. How can I contact you guys privately? deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com.
I don't even see that. Oh, there it is.
Angie said the goat video was funny. That is the other thing.
That's the other thing. People started freaking out on us about our goat video. I'm like, where in the world do people...
We even got demonetized.
We got demonetized. I was like, what the heck? Has people not ever seen a farm? I mean...
They want a homestead, but they don't want to see it, and they don't want their kids to see it. And
you better let your kids see it.
The whole thing, I don't understand that.
My kids saw it from the time they were born.
Because they knew what a farm was.
Yeah.
But most people protect their kids from everything, and I'm not saying there's some things they do need.
Well, there's some things out there, yeah, but animals.
And so
it's called reproduction.
We got really in trouble about that one, I guess. Well, not trouble. We just got some crazy people, I guess, that didn't like it, and they got got demonetized on top of that, which probably because somebody turned us in on all that. And it didn't really show anything.
It didn't show nothing. Andrea, yes, that's edible ginger.
Yes, my ginger is edible.
But guys, that we see that here all the time. My kids grew up seeing it every day. Pigs, cows, chickens. I mean, you name it. Turkeys, goats. You know, sheep, dogs. I mean,
yeah.
Whatever. I mean, and they didn't. You know, they didn't go nuts because of it.
Very same people sit and watch TV, and I'm telling you guys, whatever you watch on TV, there are graphic sex, crime, violence.
Yeah.
And they let their kids watch it, but you put up a video of farm animals and they go ballistic on you. And the cartoons they're watching are just as crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's
Four Heart Ranch says she got the same problem with their goat videos.
I don't know. I guess I just don't get it. I mean, it's just life on a farm. As a matter of fact, you want that to happen because that is your existence on a farm. That's how you get more animals, you know. And
Jerry says, I thought they came from the goat fairy. Okay.
All right, there we go.
We need to have a talk with Jared.
We need to have a talk with Jared.
We got to inform him.
I didn't see Jared. Where's he at? Oh, there he is right there. Yeah, I see him now. We got to have a talk with him and explain the goats and the goats. Yeah, we got the birds and the bees with goats. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just
well, I put goats mating goats or something. I forgot. Yeah. Anyway, if you don't want to watch mating goats, why would you click on a video that says mating goats? I mean, if I see a video with the name butchering chickens and I'm not into butchering chickens, I'm not clicking on it. You know, that's just not, much less saying something ugly to the person that put it up.
Yeah, it's one of them things. I mean, we got demonetized. We had several people. We had to take some comments off because they just, you know, they got little. I don't know. They live in a fairy tale land, I reckon. I'm not sure.
Papa Truck, he hasn't done the blueberries. That's in his to-do list.
That's another one of them things in the to-do list. Today I had like 15 projects going at one time.
And not very many of them got finished.
And I think I don't know that I accomplished any of them.
I don't think so.
I think I finally,
the cabinet's in the house.
We did get the cabinet moved in the house, and I have the face in here, but it's not even attached to it yet. So, and it isn't painted.
That's what failed.
I thought that's what fell when we heard it a while ago.
Country Preacher said it's cleaner than going to Walmart on Saturday night.
Yes. If you don't believe me, next time Amanda from Freedom Acres is around, you can just ask. Me and her was in Walmart, and I saw more of the female anatomy in one place than I cared to think about.
Morgan says she bought a goat at an auction that was supposed to be a buck, but nope, now it's Billy Two Udders. Oh, that's funny.
Let's see here.
Some people gag at gnats and swallow camels. Yeah.
Yep, that's true. We said strain a gnat and swallow a fly, but
same thing.
That's it, Como Creek. People that have problems like that, they couldn't handle rabbits. Matter of fact, we got a laugh today about the rabbits. We were talking to the Lori family about it. We got so tickled about that. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
The rabbits are really something to watch.
Albany Mountain says we tell our 4-year-old that the rooster is doing his duty. That's what he's there for. If he don't do that, you don't have no need for it.
Brenda says we need to make a video about animals romancing that's acceptable. A goat pulling out flowers and giving it to another. I could have my goats have a flower in its mouth.
If they pull out flowers, they're going to eat it.
They're going to be eating it.
They'll eat it. Yeah, goats will eat flowers.
Yeah, they ate my ginger flowers this week.
Frolan Alvarez says, amen to that about Walmart. I want to tell you, I've seen more I've seen more of the anatomy of human in Walmart than I probably have on a beach.
Courtney says spreading goat porn. Shameful. Look, everybody's been putting this type video up for weeks now.
Everybody
and the main
has.
reason I did ours was because when Ellie Mae crawled over Titan's back and she was just
funny.
rocking. And
it was just funny.
I shut the video sound out because we were laughing so hard and just put music. But you would have heard me and Danny just rolling because she was just there and she just rocked back and forth.
She was just rocking back and forth. I'm like, what the world are you doing, girl?
I mean, it was funny. I mean,
it was.
Okay, I got a weird sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know?
Good night, Angie. I hope your neck gets feeling better. But yeah, it just
goats with chocolate and flowers.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Well, we also have the cows and.
Well, what started? Let me tell you this. What started me off? I was out there fixing to open the gate and move the cows and the goats to another pasture, and I looked, and my Dexter bull was on top of my white goat.
Ellie Mae,
and she was just toting the bull around like it wasn't nothing. And I knocked him off of her. I'm like, boy. I said, what are you doing?
He said, we don't need a coat.
I don't need a coat. You know, a cow and a goat mixed. So I immediately told Wanda, I said, look, we got to go get a buck. Bring it in here because she's in heat. She's in standing heat. So we jumped on the tractor and got a trailer and we took off to the neighbor's house because they had a Kiko goat. And we brought him over here, and that's when we were shooting the video. I mean, I would not have known if I had not seen the cow with her.
Several of them say that they were laughing, and Jan said she had to pause the video. She was laughing so hard. It was just funny. I mean, It was. To me, it was funny.
Yeah.
I can't help it. It's my video anyway.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of funny. Andrea says, I worked at Walmart for 10 years and you can see some crazy stuff. Yeah, occasionally I will sit in the truck while Wanda runs into the store just so I can gaze at what goes on at Walmart. And I'm going to tell you, I am utterly amazed at what I see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know where we live at.
You would think it would be calm.
I don't know what goes on with the people around here.
The funny farm. Okay, so gives new meaning to the funny farm.
It does.
We might need to change our YouTube name. The funny farm.
No, Christy, he didn't hurt her. She was fine. She acted like wasn't no problem for her.
Yeah, because he's not very big.
He's not very big. He's only about.
He's bigger.
He's about 400, 450 pounds, something like that.
Jared wants to know, will we ever be able to produce our own feed? Well, we're working on it.
We're working on it, but
Danny's got ryegrass planted.
I got ryegrass, red crimson clover, winter peas,
vetch.
More. What are those radishes?
Some kind of radishes.
I forgot. Some kind of radish that you can till under anyway. They're called tilling radishes.
And then on top of that, we have a whole woods full of smilax.
We got woods with smilaxes growing in. We got acorns everywhere.
Yeah.
We got yopons grow like wildfire here.
And that cloverish stuff that's over there that you planted for deer.
The deer clover, I've got that white. It's not white arrowleaf. It's some other kind of clover. It grows about 3 feet. Goes about 3 feet tall anyway.
Yeah. So we're getting it where we can produce a lot, and the Florida pusley, is that how you say it?
Yes.
That the chickens love, as well as the goats and the rabbits and the all of them. They'll all eat turkeys. Everybody will eat the Florida pusley, and it grows everywhere. We don't have to plant it; it just comes up.
Tanya, I've actually grown. Now, Wanda, I don't know if has grown the toothache plant. I did have the seeds still here, but I don't know if
I don't know if we still do.
I don't know if I still have it or not. But we can get them from a friend. Daikon radish.
That's it.
That's it. Mark, Jamie, whichever one of you it is. It's the daikon radish. Yes.
New Day said it too.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get in touch with you guys personally? I am from Griffin, Georgia. Tiffany, email us at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com.
Yeah. Be more than happy to talk to you if you want to
Growing
talk.
the toothache plant numbs your whole mouth.
Yep, it does because I've tried it.
The cloves will do the
Clove
same
oil,
thing.
clove oil.
Yeah, if you'll get, well, you can just put a clove in your mouth and chew on it,
Yeah,
but it's bitter.
It's bitter, but it ain't nothing like the clove oil. You
But
take one drop of clove oil and numb the whole side of your head.
I keep clove oil here all the time, just in case. When you gonna do a beauty berry jelly video? Well, I have so much jellies and jams. Y'all will see in an upcoming video when we start rearranging everything, just what I've got going on. And I have so many berries still in the freezer to make jams and jellies, and I'm so far behind.
We have
beauty
about
berries is just going. We don't make
beauty berry jelly because we got about 10 million of them here.
Yeah, they grow everywhere.
We try to keep them. We pull up every one of them we see. We bush hog them down, and every year the things grow 5 feet tall and got 100,000 berries on every one of them. I mean, they're just everywhere.
Tanya says, how do you message someone on here where the name highlights up? I'm not sure how they do that.
I don't know how they do that now.
Somebody that's doing that, if you could explain.
Unless you type in the name and then put your comment.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, she did Azaleen and it didn't pop up, so I'm not sure how they highlight it. It's not. I'm not sure what they're doing.
I don't know how they did that.
I've never figured that out.
I don't have time.
Have you thought about fodder? Buy a ton or so of grain or fodder. It would mildew.
It would mildew here.
We did buy
We bought 2 bags of cracked corn the other day because we was going to try to get it.
2 weeks?
About 2 weeks ago because we was going to try to get ahead a little bit with our cracked corn before wintertime got too close. And I went out yesterday and looked. The fire ants has done come in the building, climbed up the corn bags, and they're all in the bags of corn. And it's just the whole corn bag is nothing but some whole bed of fire ants inside my building.
Yeah. Can you tell me why my English walnut tree has stopped producing? I've never grown them, so I wouldn't know.
Well, does it have a pollinator? An English walnut must have a pollinator. So if it doesn't have a pollinator, it will not produce.
If it was producing, though,
it could have been a neighbor that had one and cut it down, or could have died, or whatever.
They're saying to use the @ sign and the name, and I've seen people doing that, and it's still not. I don't know. I don't know how you make it do it. Because English walnuts aren't crazy about being in America and maybe mad about the
Brexit. That's funny. You don't have to do a thing.
Just type their name exactly,
and it highlights their name in the comment. That's what I thought.
Okay, just try it.
Catherine says, I copy and paste, then I write the message.
Oh, okay. So there's different ways, maybe.
I guess a lot of it depends on what type of instrument you're on there, whether or not you're on a laptop or you're on a phone or whatever. My eyes itching.
Oh, they're saying only the other people see that it's highlighted. Well, we see when Deep South Homestead is highlighted, so I guess that makes sense.
Tired. Yes, that makes perfect sense because when people type in Deep South Homestead, we see that.
Okay, Rose family said they bought a 50-pound bag of cracked corn and their chickens won't eat it. They've never had that problem before.
I've bought 50-pound bags of corn and the deer would not eat it, or the squirrels or anything. It would actually lay there until it just sprouted or rotted.
I don't know what they're doing to it.
GMO corn sprayed with Roundup. Even the animals know.
Yeah. That must be what it is. Because see, Jan typed Deep South Homestead, so we see.
I see the
Deep South Homestead.
Yeah, I see it here. It's highlighted.
But now where y'all were typing everybody else's in, it's not highlighted on our side. So I'm thinking the person that you were doing, like if Claudia's doing the music wheel, the music wheel is seeing it highlighted.
No. Sharon Brazier says, Danny, have you been to Israel? Nope, but I'm going one day. when I leave this world and I come back with the Lord in the air, I'm going to Israel.
Yeah, so Rosalie Yoder, hey, she made it live. Domingos Mundo says, if I type my name, I see it. So it's the person that's name it is, they see it. All right, how long can I keep my eggs in the freezer using Ziploc bag method? I kept mine for nearly a year.
I was going to say it's a whole year because the chickens quit laying in the wintertime, and we had them in there since the previous
I had been storing them throughout the summer, so I'm not 100% sure how long exactly, but I do know it was at least 9 months before I used them all up. And I would say don't leave them much over a year because you're going to get freezer burn.
Yeah.
Anything in the freezer needs to be kind of swapped out after a year.
Yeah, everybody's always been asking me here. People's like, I had a lot of my friends says, we're going to Israel, man. Get your passport. Let's all go to Israel. We're going to walk on the same streets that Jesus walked on. And I told them, I said, I'm going to go one day. It ain't going to cost me a dime. And it'll be a peaceful time. I won't have to worry about getting a bomb shot or a sniper or something like that. I'll be able to go and walk on the streets with Jesus. Not where he walked, but with him. Now that will be a wonderful time.
Yep. Howdy, Lone Star. Just popping in.
Lone Star? Well, that was a music group.
Lone Star Living.
Oh, you didn't say Lone Star Living. You just said Lone Star.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
What else we got going on? You got all the grass. All that is all up.
Everything's planted. Yeah, you didn't get a picture of the ryegrass today.
I didn't get it.
It's up about that tall.
And all right, Tanya said one hen is about bald from the rooster. How do you fix that? She looks pitiful. Some people
use a saddle to go on back of them, especially when wintertime coming on. Or you can just pull her away from him and let her heal up, and then reinstitute her back into them there, or just change roosters. Unless if you're not raising biddies, you really don't need a rooster anyway, unless you just want to hear him crow.
All right, let me type this in for Tiffany. Keep talking. I'm good.
I was reading what Domingos Mundo said there. He said by 2020, everybody's got to have the ID, or no one will be able to travel domestically. I am not getting one, Domingos. I don't plan on it. I guess I'll just stay home.
Yes, Charlotte, I saw your pictures on Facebook. She planted 25 sweet potato slips and got 5-gallon bucket and part of another 5-gallon bucket. And some of them were really good size sweet potatoes, like really
nice. She
nice
said
size.
She said they're like softball.
Yeah, good size sweet potatoes. So she got a good harvest. And we did put the sweet potato video up, right? Yeah. Our purple
we
ones.
We have so many videos I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, the purple ones this week. We put our purple sweet potatoes up. We were really shocked because when we first started digging the first bed, we only put 5 plants in there, and we got, would you say 20, 25?
About 20 pounds, yeah, somewhere around
out of the first bed, which was not a lot, but it was only 5 plants. But the vines went everywhere. And then the second bed, you planted what?
The second bed we had probably 10.
And the vines were all over everywhere, but we harvested between the two of them over a 5-gallon bucket of sweet potatoes, and they're purple. And I have a video, if I ever get to all these videos, coming up of a purple sweet potato dessert. It is so pretty. It looks good. Y'all would love it for your Thanksgiving dinners and stuff like that. So if you have access to purple sweet potatoes, we're going to have a video coming up. Oh, Andrew said they had to get the new ID or they couldn't get on base.
Wow. Well, Wanda and I go Monday to get our concealed carry, our advanced, not a concealed carry, it's an advanced concealed carry permit because we have excelled in our classes, and we were the top of our class, wasn't we?
We had to be. We were the class.
Oh,
top 2 in the class.
Top 2 in the class. Andrea, we don't plan on going on a military base anyway, so we ain't worried about that.
Yeah. But no, we'll have the license Monday.
Yeah.
We got everything together. You have to have a 2x2 picture, like a passport picture. So we had to have that done. Then you had to fill out the paperwork, and you have to have it notarized. So we got that done yesterday, and it's just been crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of states Domingo says is not compliant yet. I don't plan on getting one.
What
so
is
I
this?
guess
The new ID?
Yeah, the new ID.
What does it have on it? Somebody's asked him what is that? Does it have
I don't know everything because I really haven't.
Special code or something, or a chip in it probably?
Well, I mean, when they first started talking about it about 10 years ago, it's supposed to have everything. Everything about you is supposed to be in that one card. Instead of having to tote a driver's license, a social security card, and all this kind of different stuff, it's it's a new card that they come out with.
They're calling it a real ID?
Yeah, it's called the Real ID.
I'll have to check into it because I don't know much about that. I've not heard of it. Arkansas has a star on it.
The future of our country will depend on the election November the 6th. Get out and vote. Yes, I agree.
Catherine says her Irish potatoes are covered in brown spotty scab-like growth. It comes off when I peel. Doesn't go in the white of the potato.
They're probably trying to blister.
From too much heat?
Too much water.
Too much water?
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt the inside of the potato. You peel it off.
Yeah, the new ID will become your driver's license when the states become compliant. Maybe I should have bought mine for the 8 years instead of the 4.
Yeah, it says the new ID will be your driver's license when the state becomes compliant.
Yeah.
I guess I will stay here in the South till I die.
That's what I plan on doing.
Anna's Homestead, first time catching us live. Thank you. Georgia went to the new IDs 5 years ago. The only thing...
Well, you have to prove who you are. You probably got to have a birth certificate or something like that. I don't...
Jan Jones must be asking about sweet potato leaves. Yes, you can eat the leaves and the little stems the leaves are on. You can take those little stems and use them as stir fry.
Yeah, a Korean lady came to my house one time and saw me feeding my sweet potato vines to my cows, and she like to had a fit. She's like, no, give to cows, and she said, can I have it? And I told her, I said, you have all of them you want if you get them out here before I dig them. So she went out there and squatted down like they do over in their country, you know how they sit. And she had her a big old bowl with a pair of scissors, cutting the leaves off in one bowl and cutting the stems off and putting them in another bowl. She said they cook the leaves like greens and they stir fry the stems. And I tell you what, her and her sister went through my patch pretty quick, which didn't bother me a bit in the world. Made it a whole lot easier to dig my potatoes.
Yeah. We've cooked some of the greens. I've not used the stems, and the leaves need to be pretty what do you say? Tender. You want the young ones.
Yeah, you want the young ones. You don't want the old ones. You want to make sure you're young.
Yes, Tiffany, we will get it at that. Yeah. That's right. Lori family's tired. They got to go to sleep.
Got to go to sleep. They stay up all hours of the night. They're losing too much sleep.
They've been working hard today. Hard. All right. Pray for everyone in Brookhaven. 2 police killed early this morning. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
That's not far from here.
That's where Tommy's at.
Oh, I hadn't even
Tommy Alderman lives in Brookhaven, and he is a police officer.
Yeah, and he probably knows all of them. My aunt lives there also.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we need to remember Brookhaven.
Yeah.
We hadn't seen any
We don't
videos,
watch
so
TV, so I mean, unless somebody like y'all say something, we don't usually know because stuff like that's not on the kind of stuff that I look at.
yeah, we don't even see local news. Jan says you've been dehydrating the greens to use in soups and to make fried bread. That's a good idea.
Tanya says, have you heard of the no-bake cocoa oatmeal cookie recipe?
Oh yeah, I used to make them all the time. That's the chocolate oatmeal cookie thingies that you like, that you don't ever eat anymore. But
I like them, but I don't eat them.
you remember I don't bake them. You just mix up the
Oh
peanut butter,
yeah, the
the
peanut
cocoa,
butter, the cocoa, and all that. Yeah,
oatmeal. I think that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
she's talking about. I made those
Gosh,
for
my
my
eyes are
kids. My
burning.
kids love them, and I could eat if I had any, I would eat till I'd be sick. I'm just saying, I love them.
Yeah.
Yes, Tommy and Patty's hometown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Tommy posted about it on Facebook. They said.
Okay. So I've not been
I
on
don't
today to
I don't
see
look at
anything.
Facebook, so I mean I don't
I
know.
probably would have if I stayed on there for a few minutes, but I hadn't had time today. Um, Morgan says, I'm not worried. I'm at home or work. No ID required.
Yep.
Somebody called those cookies the no bakes. Yeah, that's the easiest cookie there is to make, they taste awesome.
Glenn says there's a busload of fifth grade girls from Norman, Oklahoma was involved in a bus wreck today.
Wow. I'm just trying to write that down.
Oh, okay. Mark said you heard about it on Fox News this morning.
Wow. Trump is
coming to Northwest Mississippi? Good Lord.
Wow.
They're going to roll the red carpet out for him, I reckon. Well, we can't afford carpet, so probably not.
Yeah, I'm new to dehydrating. What are your favorite things to dehydrate?
Oh, we've dehydrated just about everything.
We've done a lot of different things, but I like tomatoes with Parmesan cheese and basil, and I dehydrate them, and those things are awesome.
That's one that tastes like a little mini pizza?
Like a mini pizza, yes.
Yeah.
We've dehydrated carrots, English peas, potatoes, figs,
Lots of
apples.
leathers.
Danny loves apples.
I love the apples, man. Dehydrated apples, I eat a 5-pound bag of them in 15 minutes.
Yeah, if I do them, they don't last.
They just don't last.
One thing about dehydrated apples, they last about as long as Danny can get a hold of them.
Yeah.
Pence was in Meridian this weekend. Wow, what is Mississippi doing that we got all these people coming? Jan's baking an apple cobbler right now. I've dehydrated watermelon. Somebody said that. I did a lot of leathers. I do a lot of herbs. I'm dehydrating herbs a lot. I dehydrated ginger and turmeric recently. A lot of basil. I don't remember what else have I done. I was trying eggs, but my dehydrator, without something that you can hold those eggs in, I'm not going to be able to dehydrate eggs.
You gotta have the thing to put in the dehydrator that has little lips on the side that actually holds the eggs in there till they.
And so I've just been freezing eggs. And then what else? I don't remember anything else that I've dehydrated right off.
Yeah, surviving life as it falls apart says good old fashioned apple pie right now sounds good. That's what I was just thinking the same thing.
It would, and then some ice cream dumped on top of it. Oh, that would be good. Which dehydrator do I use? I have an Excalibur. Somebody's son got
No,
his wings.
he got his son got his gold wings.
Okay. South Carolina are dealing with flooding after Hurricane Florence. Yes, we have several people in our Deep South gathering place on Facebook. It's called Deep South Homestead Gathering Place. If you're not over there and you want to be, go over and join us over there. That are from South Carolina. The one guy, I can't remember his name right off, but he's been keeping us updated on his place. He posted today that the water was just now starting to recede where he was at, that it did not get his house, but it did neighbors' houses and the community he's in. His house, it liked a little bit getting to it. So he said, but it is going down now.
Marshall Farms, where's the cold front we're supposed to have got? Well, the first one is coming through. Florence screwed that up because it sucked the jet stream up there and caused it not to even come down. The second one went slam down into Mexico and South Texas. Brownsville was in the 60s and all down in there, and it just swooped and come up right over Louisiana, a low pressure form, and it took off back up towards southern Arkansas and went across. We got another one coming. But guess what? The front that just passed us this morning made it down to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and it's going to back up as a warm front and keep us warm for the next 7 to 8 days. So we're not looking for any cool weather till at least the middle of October is what I've heard now.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we got to pray because I'm telling you what, I am going to get sleepy if I keep sitting here. My eyes are burning so bad.
Somebody says, have you ever tried hydrating in an oven? Somebody told them that you can.
You can, it's just expensive.
Yeah, it's going to cost you. You have to put your oven on the lowest setting and you have to crack the door, if I'm not mistaken, right? And
Yep,
that allows the heat to come out, which is going to,
and the moisture.
Yeah, which is going to get into your house. And if you're like us, it's already hot enough. We don't need that.
Claudia said I had to put 2 blankets on last night. We had to take 2 blankets off last night.
Kick the sheet off and everything.
Kick the sheets off the bed and everything, and laid there with the air conditioning going, oh my God, please cool off. You know?
Even with the air conditioner, it was still hot.
Yeah, it was still hot. It's hot right now. You walk outside right now, it's hot.
The humidity.
It's 80-something degrees here with 90% humidity. It's ridiculous.
Albany's having 70s.
We have 70s in the morning when we get up, and it lasts till about 6:30 or 7 o'clock maybe. And the humidity comes rolling in.
Yeah. So we have a few people. We do want to remember Oklahoma, the bus wreck, the girls, Brookhaven, the 2 officers that were killed, and their families, plus the whole community as a whole. When officers are killed in an area, I had that happen in my town when I was younger, and that is really, really something that just shakes the whole community as a whole. And then we have Starry. We want to remember her. She's still fighting her infection.
Yep.
She's doing a little better.
Doing a little better, though.
Leslie from Scratch Made Homestead, her mom is in the hospital, and we want to remember her. Melissa from Homestead Mama has been sick, and she found out this past week or so that she was pregnant. So we want to keep Melissa in our prayers. And JC from Boss of the Swamp.
New Day Farm says, prayers, my tush is healing. I fell off a ladder last Friday.
Ooh. So
Brenda said, I almost started a fire this morning. Well, if you started a fire down here, I'd chop your hands off.
I almost started a fire too.
Wanda did, but it wasn't on purpose.
No.
You can dehydrate, Bronco, with the All-American Sun Oven. Yes, it will work.
Yes.
Okay. We got to pray. Father, we thank you for the wonderful evening that you've given us. Father, it's been a great time spending the fellowship time with our friends and guests here, Lord, on Deep South Homestead. Lord, we pray a specific blessing upon those that are in the chat tonight, that they might be blessed in whichever way it is that they so desire, and would be a blessing to them, Father. And Lord, there's just been a lot of requests come in tonight. we have the kids on the bus, Father. We think about them and pray that they're all okay and that there's not any problems there. And the shooting of the officers, Lord, it's just, it amazes us as to the disrespect that people have today for the superior officers and the different ones that's in control and risk their lives every day, Father, for just for our safety and many times. And Lord, I think about the condition that our country's in, the new Supreme Court judge that we're trying to elect, and Father, everything just it's just it's almost like it's a circus up there. And I just pray that you give them wisdom and then the knowledge to know what to do, Lord, and understanding to go along with it. And Father, we have Starry who's had the virus problem, Lord, with the bacterial infection in her body. We pray that she can have healing from that. And Father, there's so many others mentioned here tonight. The one who fell off the ladder, Lord, they're trying to get healed up. We just pray that they can get healing for their bodies also. And Lord, there's just, we think about Leslie's mom that's having cancer and she's fighting on a daily basis. And we just pray that they can be healing for her body also. And Lord, there's so many requests that people put up from time to time and ask us to pray for them. And at this time, I want to pray for each and every one in the chat, Lord, whatever it is that they have need of, whether it's financial, physical, spiritual, Lord, whatever it is that they have need of. Maybe they're having marital problems, maybe they have some sort of addiction, whatever it is, Lord, injuries of some kind, health related. Father, I just pray for healing for them, Lord, so that they can be able to get back about their daily routine and be able to take care of their families and provide for their families, Lord. And Father, for those that are like us out there, that their whole life depends on what they do on their homestead, I pray that you can grant them blessings of obedience, Lord, that their storehouses will always be full and they'll have no need, Lord, but yet they'll have everything that they need to make it and to be successful on their homestead. And we have people out there, Lord, that's looking for homesteads, and I pray that you'll just show them the place where they need to be at, get them there quickly before it's too late, so that they can begin to prepare for the uncertain days that lies ahead for us, Lord. And Father, we kind of jokingly talked tonight about, do we want to go to Israel and all these kind of things? And Father, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, there's going to be that day I'm going to walk on those streets, not where you walked, but I'm going to walk with you, Father. And I'm going to let you tell me about some of the things that happened to you while you walked on those streets that probably wasn't recorded in scriptures. And Father, those will be the joyful times when we sit down by the river with our friends and we sit down with some of the ones that's in the chat here tonight. And we talk about all these nights that we spent on YouTube sitting here chit-chatting back and forth, Father, and the good times that we had fellowshipping one with another now. And Lord, I just pray and want to tell you how much I appreciate people like the Homestead Preacher, Lord, who puts up a channel that deals with preaching on a regular basis, and they're not long videos, Lord. They're just good, quick to the point videos, and he's reaching a lot of people. And I pray for Brother Donnie in that, Lord, that his videos will continue to excel as he tries to put the gospel out for each and every one to hear now. And Father, just grant us a good night's rest. And for those that are in the way of any bad weather, I pray for protection. If they've been flooded, I pray it'll dry out. And Lord, if they need rain, I pray you give them what they need now. We ask these things in thy name. Amen. Okay, guys, one thing I did want to mention, you'll see a person in the chat here tonight called the Homestead Preacher.
It's country.
The Country Homestead Preacher. That's Brother Donnie. He has a YouTube channel. And on his YouTube channel, he presents the Word of God. If you're looking for a new channel to watch tomorrow morning, being a Sunday morning, if you don't have a church to go to, then and you want to try to find something to watch, some good preaching, go look him up, the Country Homestead Preacher. And Brother Donnie puts out some good messages. So I think that you would really enjoy it. I know I've looked at a lot of them, and I think he's a really great guy. And I pray that the Lord will bless his ministry. here on YouTube, so that he can reach a lot of people, because that is the desire of his heart, and I know that because I have talked to him personally. So, and there is one other one I wanted to mention to y'all. Very dear friend of mine, JC Desclose from Boss of the Swamp, is got a tumor behind his ear in there, and he's got to have some pretty tedious surgeries done here in the near future. And I want to ask y'all, if you would, to remember JC, because he doesn't act like he's worried too much about it, but I think deep inside he's got some concerns, because he's trying to live his life as much as he can, the way he wants to live it. And let's just pray that JC has some good surgery, a good surgeon, and that God will guide the surgeon's hands, and that he'll come out just as good as he ever was, or even better. That this tumor can be, eradicated from him, and that he can actually enjoy the rest of his life. So y'all just remember that. Boss of the Swamp, JC.
And check out the Lori's videos later either tonight, tomorrow, Monday when they get them up, and we will have a few videos up, hopefully this week. Amanda from Freedom Makers will be here later in the week.
Yes.
I also have Miss Sharon that was in my canning class. She's coming back if nothing happens, and we're going to be canning some more lard. And we're going to do it a little
bit different this time
than what Danny and I did it. We're going to do it a different way. Or, well, some of it's going to be kind of the same. Some of it's going to be different. So we got that coming up. Anything else this week? We're going to be making cane syrup. Even if it's hot, we're going to be making
it'll either be this coming weekend or
the next week.
The next week. I'm not sure yet. Depends on when it gets cool enough where we think we can do it, and it won't sour on us. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. And we want to thank all of y'all, and Roots and Refuge.
Yes, I forgot about Jessica. Roots and Refuge.
I knew there was somebody else. I was trying to. Roots and Refuge. They lost his mom this past week.
Yeah.
And then Kevin and Sarah from Living Traditions.
Kevin's dad.
Kevin's dad has been sick.
Yeah.
So we want to remember them too.
Guys, there's so many people. It's hard to remember everybody, but we do try to remember as many as that pops into our head. We usually write everything down because, like I said, there is so many to remember, and you're not alone. If you got some kind of problem, you know what? Don't be afraid to ask for prayer.
Yeah.
Because Wanda and I covet y'all's prayers, because we have needs just like everybody else, and God meets a lot of our needs, and I know it's because of good people like y'all, and we appreciate each and every one of you that actually pray for us.
Hey Dee, yeah, you get here just in time for us to get off, don't you?
Yeah.
Dee is another one we want to keep in our prayers. She's one of our favorites around here.
Yeah.
And then Nikki Stanley.
Nikki Stanley. She just got over her last treatment, didn't she?
Yeah, and they were headed on vacation. This is going to be her vacation after dealing with the cancer. She's well enough to be able to go take a vacation this week. And there's Freedom Makers.
There is Freedom Makers, Miss Amanda. Oh, gravy. I missed the whole thing. Well, sweetheart,
we'll see you in person.
We'll get to see you in person, I reckon. If
something happens,
go back and watch it. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, Dee, that's like us. Literally, I mean,
everything's been
busy around here. I mean, you have to go back and watch the video. We tell you about all that's happened to us this week.
Surviving life after it falls apart said they got some bad news about her kidneys.
Oh, no. Well, we will keep you in our prayers.
All out of cookies. Yeah.
Yep, I ate them at the beginning. Right before we went on the air, I waited and I said, well, I didn't see Amanda nowhere. I actually ate the cookie right ahead of time.
You ate it before we ever went on air.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I was just waiting. I was hoping she'd pop in early, but
And the president and his cabinet, yes.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go. We will see y'all next weekend. Possibly see you.
We'll see them in the next video.
Yeah, but we will possibly do a live
When Amanda gets here, we might
around
do it.
Thursday.
Yeah, we might eat. We might let her eat with us.
Yeah.
And go live. I don't know. You know how she is.
Yeah, and there's Brenda Duncan popped in. You guys y'all got to check up on that calendar.
Yeah, y'all know we're on every Saturday night at 8 o'clock. We have been now for what, 2.5 years or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, y'all have a blessed night and a blessed day tomorrow. Go check out the Country Homestead Preacher.
Just Me says hello. It's just me. You guys don't know me, but I watch you all the time. My family needs prayers. My lost dad Wednesday and her little niece yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So you guys pray for Just Me.
Pray for Just Me and their family. Yeah.
That's tough to lose a dad, but a niece too.
But a niece,
both in 1 week.
That's pretty tough.
That is.
It seems like when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
So y'all remember them and lift them up in your prayers. We'll write that down. That was Just Me.
Yeah, Just Me.
Get that down here.
Okay. And guys, we will talk to y'all later in the week. Y'all have a good week and God bless.